Yo, what's up, guys? What a game. I am happy that the Chicago Bulls, like third string, and honestly, like our G League players, pretty much won this game for us. Either way, I'm going to give my raw opinion and just reaction right now, and then I'm going to recap the game quarter by quarter. Zach LaVine, I'd say, had a good game. He played good defense throughout the night. The Bulls' first quarter was nice. I'm going to do a quarter by quarter recap later in today's video. Stay tuned to that. But the first quarter was good for the Bulls. Their defense still needs to get better. But then at the second quarter, the Bulls kind of went ice cold. I'd say Zach and Lauri had good games. But other than that, really nobody else did. Coby White really struggled tonight. I saw at one point in the game he was shooting 1 of 10. He just looked out of control at times. He turned over the ball, and just the whole offense didn't look that good tonight. Either way, it is a player development season. It's all about learning experiences. And I want to see how Billy Donovan and these guys respond for the Bulls, like real game against the Hawks coming up. No matter what, I'm going to recap the game now. I hope you guys enjoy that. But either way, tonight's game was just an ugly game. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's quick little post-game recap and update. Either way, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm going to be doing these games for every game if I can. Also, click the first link below today's video. Join my Bulls group chat. We had a live chat during this game. No matter what, I hope you guys enjoy this recap coming up. Alright, guys, so now I'm just going to be recapping the game quarter by quarter. The first quarter, the Bulls came out with good energy and great defense. The first quarter was much better than the second quarter. Let me just start off with that. At the end of the first quarter, it was 30-29. The Bulls still need to improve on their defense, especially to, I'd say, a bad Oklahoma City team. Thankfully, last game versus Oklahoma City, the Bulls' defense tightened up later in the game. But this game so far, it just hasn't looked like that. To end the first, I'd say Zach LaVine, of course, was playing good. To end the first, he had 9 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Markkanen came out very aggressive as well and finished the first quarter with 8 points and 4 rebounds. So far this preseason, I have just loved how Zach LaVine has fit in the offense. He hasn't really been like the same ISO player that he has been last year. He's just been like having good player movement, just cutting, just sitting, catching, and shooting. And his stroke is so nice. Zach LaVine is a deadly scorer. Another thing that has gone very unnoticed in the Bulls preseason is Zach LaVine's defense. Let me just say, this man has been trying on defense, and you can tell if you guys have watched these games, he has been trying a lot on defense. He has been playing good. He has been tipping the ball, and like getting inside passing lanes, getting some steals. His defense has been just I'd honestly say the biggest bright spot in the Bulls preseason so far. And if he continues to score like this, because everyone knows Zach LaVine can score, he's a walking bucket. But if he's playing this type of defense every game in the Bulls season, and the Bulls are winning games, he's going to be an all-star. He should have been last year. Either way, the Bulls came out with good energy and great defense. Zach LaVine, of course, led the Bulls in scoring, and he played good defense in the first. Wendell and Lauri played good. I'd say they started the game off pretty well. They were very active. Wendell was still shooting a few threes, wide open, nobody's guarding. He still hasn't made them. I don't know if Billy Donovan is going to continue to let him shoot them. I hope not, but either way, I'm not sure yet. And then the second quarter, I'm going to be honest, the second quarter, the Bulls defense did not tighten up like last game. They gave up 35 points in the second quarter, and you just can't do that to Oklahoma City. I know it's just preseason, but they are a bad and young team just like us, but we should not have let them had 35 points. The Bulls gave up too many open shots, too many easy drives to the lane, especially the Bulls did not guard their big men. Their big men kept hitting threes, especially Al Horford. Wendell has to tighten up his defense. At the half, Al Horford has looked like the old Al Horford that was an all-star. He has 16 points at half. The Bulls definitely got to tighten up on him. But either way, at half right now, the Bulls are down 64-49. The Bulls are down by a lot. Hopefully we can come back in the third. This is like the first time that the Bulls have been down since that first preseason game. I really want to see how the Bulls respond, But either way, to start the second quarter, the Bulls went kind of ice cold. They really couldn't make any shots. They only put up 22 points in the second quarter. Hutchison did come off the bench and played great. He had good defense, of course. He had great hustle. He had a nice steal. And he even hit 2 big threes that I'm very happy about. He looked very comfortable shooting that shot. I made a video yesterday talking about that. and included some like workout videos of him working on like his mid-range, his 3-point shooting, and just like his post-game in general. You know, in 14 minutes off the bench in the second quarter, Chandler Hutchison put up 8 points, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds. You know, he had good defense. Even though he did get dunked on, he still played really good off the Bulls bench. You know, like I said, the Bulls did struggle in the second quarter. You know, players kind of stopped moving. They really weren't cutting or just moving. It was kind of like our offense last year. You know, Zach LaVine kind of took over late in the second quarter because he really had to try and get the Bulls back in this game. You know, either way, they just played a sloppy second quarter and they kept turning over the ball. Hopefully, in the third quarter, Billy Donovan made some adjustments and the Bulls defense looks better. Alright guys, let me just say, you know, the second quarter was bad, but so was the third quarter. You know, the Bulls just couldn't get any foul calls pretty much this whole game. They really just couldn't stop Oklahoma City at all. You know, Wendell and Lauri had a nice pick and roll. You know, he had some nice passes out of the pick and roll, and I also saw they had a nice alley-oop. But other than that, the Bulls went down 20 early in the third. You know, like I said, they just weren't stopping Oklahoma City. The Bulls, I swear, they weren't getting any fouls tonight. You know, the Bulls just, I don't know, they kind of came out flat. You know, the first quarter I thought was a good quarter. Then the second quarter, they just went ice cold. And I felt like they just kind of stopped moving on offense. And then the defense kind of just gave up. You know, in the third, the Bulls, they just let too many three-point shooters hit easy threes. And they just let them drive down the lane and score easy baskets. You know, the Bulls definitely need to tighten that up in the future. Alright, so to recap the fourth, you know, the Bulls' young guys did come in, and honestly, they came in pretty well. They came in with a lot of energy. You know, to start the fourth, the Bulls were still down, I'd say in like about 18 to 20-ish, around that range. You know, Daniel Gafford was playing pretty solid in the fourth for a little bit, and Patrick Williams pretty much started the Bulls' comeback in this game. You know, no matter what happened in the fourth, I'm going to be honest, you know, I'm happy for the Bulls bench and their young guys coming in with energy and making this like a game. Considering that the starters did not, they came out empty in the second. You know, no matter what, I am still upset. Either way, you know, it is preseason. I just hope the Bulls tighten up this defense and their effort when the season starts. We have a big game coming up against the Hawks. No matter what, you know, I'm happy that the fourth quarter was close and whatever happened. But still, man, the starters need to get better. I do know the Bulls are missing like 6 players still, but either way, it's sad that the bench was, honestly, they got us back in the game and made it a game, and we're honestly playing with more energy, effort than our starters. That's an issue. Hopefully Billy Donovan talks to the team and they tighten up the defense, and hopefully it's just, I don't know, man. Hopefully they just fix the effort and such for the season opener. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's quick little recap and update for the Bulls. You know, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.